Hey friends, Damian Mason here with a message for everybody in the business of agriculture, as well as for you, the casual observer of the business of agriculture, but a lover of bacon and an eater of meat. 2 weeks ago, a federal jury in North Carolina awarded $50 million to 10 plaintiffs against Smithfield Foods, which is the world's largest processor and producer of pork. Actually, it's owned by a Chinese company now. That made big news 5 or 6 years ago. And the lawsuit technically was against Murphy Brown, which is a subsidiary on the production side for Smithfield. The lawsuit was against a farm, Kinlaw Farms, and I believe it was Bladen County, North Carolina, which has 15,000 hogs there. And what's interesting is that they said it was about smell, about odor, about environmental degradation, and about property values. So they awarded $75,000 of compensatory damage. That means you are being compensated for your actual losses, presumably in property value. But they awarded $5 million in punitive damages. $5 million in punitive. That means you're being punished for this. This supersedes what you're even allowed to do by North Carolina law. So just this week, a judge reduced the damages and made it $250,000 of punitive damage and $75,000 of compensatory. So instead of $5 million and some odd dollars per plaintiff, it'll be $325,000. Why does this matter for you, the non-ag person, the eater of meat, the lover of bacon? It means that costs are going to be going up because the more agriculture has to sustain such damages to make your food, the cost will be borne by someone. What's it mean for agriculture? Well, I thought about this and I came up with a lot of notes, because what did we really put on trial? Was it truly odor? Was it smell? I get it. Hog poop stinks. Was it environmental degradation? No, because it wasn't about the cleanliness of water. It wasn't about cleaning up streams, because that was never the issue. The issue was this place stinks. Yet the jury was not allowed to go out and take a tour of how badly it stinks. So really, was it big ag being on trial? Remember, if you want to demonize an industry, you put the word big in front of it. Big oil, big tobacco, big banks. Is it big ag that was on trial? And then you got to say, if the consumer is so anti-big ag and wants there to be smaller production, then stop suing them, because guess what? Smaller producers will not be able to sustain your lawsuits or even get insurance to cover them, and they will be out of business, leaving only big ag. What really went on trial there? Was it food production in general? They can say it was about manure handling practices, and we'll have to improve that, agriculture. They still pump it out through irrigation systems in North Carolina. Much of North America has to knife it in and incorporate it into the soil. But what really went on trial? Was it just a money grab? The other thing I concern myself with, and you should too, is environmental groups, or more importantly, animal rights groups, are going to see this, and it's going to be an absolute levee break. There will be lawsuits in every hog producing state in the union, because there now is this idea. I can control the American diet. I can keep you from eating bacon by suing everyone that makes it. And you know what? If $325,000 sticks, which is being appealed, $325,000 per neighbor of a hog operation. Just think about every hog operation in North America. Think about every dairy farm, every chicken farm, every place they make eggs, everywhere that grows food. Every farm that has a neighbor should be concerned. Because if $325,000 is the going rate per neighbor, how many $325,000 do you have? Near your feedlot, how many neighbors are there? That's my concern. I believe this is a money grab. I don't believe this is about smell, because that could have been worked through. We could have pushed for more regulation on how manure is handled, let's say, which is very regulated in most states anyway, and gotten the same result. I believe this is a money grab, and I believe this will be latched onto by all the activist groups, from environmental wackos to animal rights wackos to people that want you to not have leather shoes. They will latch onto this, and it'll concern you as a producer, but also you as a consumer, because your choice will no longer be your choice. It'll be choice by lawsuit. I'm Damian Mason. I talk about the business of agriculture. Stay tuned. You know why? Because this was only the first of 26 lawsuits in the state of North Carolina. There are 500 plaintiffs total. We just saw the result for 10 of them. Stay tuned, America. Stay tuned, agriculture. This will be more and more in the news, and it's going to come to your states, I guarantee it, after North Carolina's done. Thank you.